I am Ron Woodard, Director of North Carolina Listen. The issue today is not, does the Mexican government have the right to issue a card? The issue is, should it be used as a legitimate ID document in North Carolina as a legitimate ID? We support House Bill 33, but we are against attempts to accept the matricular card as an official ID card for U.S. state and local government purposes. Anyone legally in the USA would have no use for the matricular card. Only illegal aliens need this card to subvert U.S. immigration law. And that's because they generally don't have other proper immigration documents. We don't want to prevent the police from viewing the matricular card as simply a piece of information, but the FBI says the matricular card is unreliable and cannot be used to establish a positive ID. Concerning the taxpayer ID card, a seeing eye dog can get a taxpayer ID card from the IRS. They don't guarantee that it's that person. You can just apply for a card because you're giving them taxes. And won't the General Assembly have to officially recognize consular cards from other foreign countries if we start down the slippery slope of approving this particular card? As an example of what goes on, when Durham was considering authorizing and did authorize his card as a local government, here's an email that came out from the Coalition for Immigrants. It goes on to say, as you know, that undocumented immigrants, code word for illegals, cannot obtain any state-issued ID card. The matricular consular is not a substitute for a driver's license, but it has potential to save an undocumented immigrant from a trip to jail. Here again, the attempt is to allow it to be used as an ID card to help illegal immigrants remain in our state. The Mexican consulate and their surrogates have been having 18 mobile consular events around our state, oftentimes in our public buildings like community colleges, issuing these cards, and James has already talked about that. Also, in Concord, they were in fact making available voter registration information for voting in North Carolina. Sort of an odd thing to be doing, I guess, for the Mexican consulate. That was sort of an odd thing I thought for them to be doing. By the way, at this same meeting, here's a picture of Wachovia Bank in the back of the room. They were invited by the Mexican consulate. And what happens is they get these ID cards like this. They trot to the back of the room, and then Wachovia gives them a bank account. Again, all this is done, in my humble opinion, to thwart immigration law and help illegals remain in our state and get jobs which belong to North Carolinians. Numerous NC Civitas statewide polls show North Carolinians are overwhelmingly opposed to giving any kind of benefit or privilege to illegal aliens. Remember, please, only illegal aliens really use and need this consular card in the USA. So I urge you, do not officially recognize this matricular card as an ID document. Thank you very much.